Hello, everybody. We're
I'll
gonna
be
give
right
Brandy.
back.
We're gonna give Brandy just a minute here. She's picking up her dad's DoorDash. Well, the DoorDash dropped the DoorDash off. Obviously, she's meeting the dasher at the door. So you have to excuse my voice this evening. I am a little scratchy, a little hoarse. I don't know if it's what they're spraying in the skies, but people are reporting stuff like this, like
Okay.
respiratory stuff,
Yeah.
all across the country. So I don't know, but
You bring me a plate from her. Just there. And I don't know if we
hit the
can
wrong
put
button
it.
again. All right.
I should have a diet, and I don't know.
All right.
Holy God, this is a lot of food.
What do you order?
Me and Jacob went with Burger King, and Dad went with Culver's. So, there you go. Huh? Right, and we're gonna play Russian roulette with the drink because we can't tell. I got a sticker over it. Which one's got?
Okay.
That's right. Right. Huh? I think I got this drink. Right. Hang on.
All right, guys. She'll be lined out here in a second. Hey, Tricia. How are you today? How are you today, Kurt?
Let me.
It was warm here all day for the most part, but I think the temperature's dropping now outside. What's it like where you're all at?
Hey, everybody.
All right, Brandy. I'm gonna go ahead and start playing.
Go ahead.
Start our music up.
Toxins in the brain we break. Deadly water in the lake.
Is it my volume or is it kind of low?
I think it's just kind of low.
How to stay.
Hope everybody can hear it. Is it on the screen?
Huh?
Making sure we're on screen.
Plastic wraps the world so tight. Stars polluted dim their light. Static whispers in the night. Where's the sound to make
Oh, shoot.
it right?
Okay, baby.
The waves
Are you?
rise before we fall. Tune in, tune out, feel the hum, no doubt, vibrate.
I can't hear anything. Or is anybody said? Is it just me, you guys, I can't hear anything?
My mic
Oh,
was
there you-
muted. I am sorry. I got it
I
now.
was like, what did I do?
Okay. Not you. It's me. All right.
I got Moderna.
Moderna, yeah. So the mRNA spike protein plots in there, but it's good to get it out. And this is EBU number one. Okay, more to come.
Oh my.
Did you see that?
Can you give me an example of a food that's a vaccine?
You're right. Yes, sir. University of California, Riverside has already perfected the ability to put human vaccines into our lettuce right now. Also, tomatoes has the ability to do that also for UC Berkeley. And then Big Tobacco, RJ Reynolds and stuff has perfected the ability to put a human vaccine into tobacco products.
Chairman Clements? And is that even legal to do in the state of Tennessee to sell those with a vaccine on?
You're right. Well, I'm not arguing that point. What I'm saying is there is no law deeming those that when you go into a grocery store, you should know as a consumer, this head of lettuce is a head of lettuce. The head of lettuce right next to it could contain a vaccine in it. All we're saying is if it does have the vaccine in it, make sure it's listed as a pharmaceutical so people can get the proper dosage.
You're right. Thank you. Well, my question is right now, can you walk into a grocery store and there be a head of lettuce for sale that has a vaccine in it? I don't think that's allowed under state law presently. And if it is, and you have to list it as a pharmaceutical, are we going to then have Walgreens pharmacists with a refrigerated section? I mean, how's this going to play out?
You're right. Thank you. This is more of a consumer protection bill right here, is to make sure that if you're going in to buy tomatoes and there's a polio vaccine in there, that you are aware of what you, thank you. This is more of a consumer protection bill right here, is to make sure that if you're going in to buy tomatoes and there's a polio vaccine in there, that you are aware of what you're buying has a polio vaccine. The problem you have is if it's not treated as a pharmaceutical, being the size and difference between you and me, how many tomatoes do I have to eat to get the proper dosage versus how many tomatoes that you have to eat? And if you eat too many, do you get a overdose?
Yeah, that's scary.
Now, at the center of a loss tirade attacking the company's products and employees before taking aim at its customers.
And the former employee recorded it all. Eric Erickson shares that recording and what the company is saying about it.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit?
And that's just part of an over an hour-long rant, says former security analyst for Campbell's, Robert Garza of Monroe.
I don't buy products barely anymore. It's not healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it and look at these bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
The recording allegedly of Campbell's VP and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally.
He has no,
I had to be
filter.
eaten.
Bally, another supervisor and company named in a lawsuit filed Thursday. The suit claiming Bally made racist remarks, admits to coming to work high, and Garza fired for coming forward.
What do you think about the things that he was saying?
Oh, just pure disgust.
Garza says he usually worked remotely for Campbell's headquarters, based in Camden, New Jersey. But thinking he'd be discussing his salary with Bally, he says the recording taken in person at a restaurant. Garza says he felt sick after the rant, deciding to go to his direct supervisor in January, keeping the recordings to himself.
He had never had any disciplinary action. They had never written him up for poor work performance.
Garza says no one at Campbell's ever followed up, and it's taken him 10 months to find a new job, calling the way the canned soup company handled it simply terrible.
they have a motto, like we treat you like family, here at Campbell's, come work for us, we treat our employees like family. That's not the case.
We did just receive a statement from Campbell's. It says, quote, if accurate, the comments in the recording are unacceptable. They do not reflect our values and the culture of our company. We are actively investigating this matter. We've also reached out directly to Martin Valley.
What do you think about that? I said I had to be sitting here eating.
Official.
It's scary.
Not cheap meat. This is a well-known brand. Some people online even suspect it might be 3D.
By the time you get finished watching this, you'll probably never eat fast food again.
Consumers chills. This turkey leg was produced by a major mainstream manufacturer, the kind
I
you
know,
can
I
find
won't.
on any grocery store shelf. When she opened the package, she thought the outer layer was normal turkey skin. But as she began cleaning it, she realized the entire drumstick was wrapped in a thick, smooth, rubber-like membrane. She tried pushing her finger through it. It wouldn't break. She tried pulling it off. It wouldn't budge. She finally had to cut it
Remember
open
me
with a
telling you
knife
how
and
weird
peel
the chicken was
entire
the other
sheet
day?
off like
Last
a
time I made it.
plastic wrap.
Yep.
And the most unsettling part, the sound, texture, and elasticity of that layer were almost identical to plastic. Some people say it's a processing film. Some say it's a moisture retention coating. But many others have a far more alarming suspicion. Is this a new form of 3D printed meat quietly being tested on the public? Who is altering our food? And why aren't we being told? What do you think about this?
Me and you talked about how everything tastes different. Nothing tastes the same, like like has the same flavor, no matter what you do to it.
Oh shoot! I think this one's gonna. Yeah. Okay. Cancel. Hold on. Share screen. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Hold on. I'm going to pause it so I can get the volume on before it starts. Okay.
Is it playing?
Yeah. Is it not playing for you? Oh, wait.
It's just me.
Sorry,
There we go.
Waiting to be turned into patties.
Here we go.
I mean, seriously, do the math. Even if you stretched one cow into a bunch of burgers, you're still talking millions of cows just to keep up every day. So I'm asking myself, where are all these cows coming from? Is there some secret super ranch hidden underground? Are they growing cows in labs, cloning meat behind closed doors? People laugh it off, but think, when was the last time you even saw a cow farm big enough to supply this mad?
What happened?
He says McDonald's sells 6.5 million burgers in a single day.
Uh-oh. Where'd it go?
It's okay. We're just moving on to the next one.
Huh?
We're just moving to the next one. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Why is this not giving me the option to watch in this window? I can't figure this out. I don't know. I need to stop that screen and share this one.
Oh, congratulations, Teresa. She won that the lights thing that everybody was voting on for. She won it.
And especially the last few hundred years, we've just brainwashed them completely. They believe anything we tell them. And, in the meantime, we have a lot of fun around Passover where we steer the children. And, I know you know because I've heard it on your show before. I mean, we steal 100 to 300,000 children a year just here in this country, and we drain the blood and we mix it with a Passover bread, and then we throw the bodies into the slaughterhouses that we own, and we grind up all the bodies in the sausage and the hamburger. McDonald's is one of our favorite outlets, and the people, they eat it for breakfast, they eat their children for lunch, and as Jews, we gotta do what we do. The most important thing to remember between you, Pastor Wickstrom, and me, Rabbi Avi Finkelstein of New York, that we both have two fathers, and so that's why we look at the world in two different ways.
And we know that there's a massive collision that's going to take place between two forces, don't we?
Well, that's what your book says. Our book says that we're going to take over the world.
Well, I look at you.
You're doing a pretty good job right now.
Yes, you've done a pretty good job, but there's quite an awakening coming. And my father, who's not your father, my father Yahweh, who isn't your father, of course, your father is talked about by my father in John 8:44, stating that your father was Satan and that you're the descendant of Cain, who was the first murderer. And you know that's true because you teach it in your synagogue.
Well, that's true, but it's not for you Goyim to know. But right now it's too late. It's over for you, Whiteface. So that's why I'm speaking so honestly here, to bring it out into the open so that you can see it for what it is. You've been teaching the people real good, but they don't wake up, do they? You don't get a lot of followers, do they? Because you know why? They're scared of us Jews.
That ties in the stuff, a lot of stuff going on, like, the Charlie Kirk stuff and things. There's that connection too.
Mm-hmm. That's got a big part of it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, let me get this up on screen. We'll move on to the next. Oh, hell. It's opening it in a different window. Hold on. Yeah, and that's a really old interview.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Adrenochrome is adrenalized blood. It is developed when an individual is in a deep state of terror. Adrenaline pumps through the blood, and then they drain that blood from the person. It uses its supply chain to transport around Holland. Now, how many babies do you have to kill and torture to get a 44-gallon drum? So what do you do with the bodies after that? Well, just put them into the McDonald's burgers. In US. This is US. I don't know about Oz, but definitely the US. When I say they hate you,
that's okay.
It's going to play from here? Yes. Okay. This one's going to play from here. Finally. So.
plastic glue and industrial lubricants. I'm talking about Oreos. That cream in the middle, it's not cream at all.
Can't see it.
It's freaking rapeseed oil whipped with emulsifiers that act like glue.
Shit. Of course not. Wow.
I'm like Debbie Downer tonight.
No, I'm glad you're telling me because I can't see whenever I move the window to, look at something or to do a different screen.
Yeah.
I can't see what's on our screen.
You are literally feeding your kids plastic glue and industrial lubricants. I'm talking about Oreos.
You see it now?
That cream in the middle,
Yeah.
it's not cream at all. It's freaking rapeseed oil whipped with emulsifiers that act like edible glue, holding the sludge together. And the cookie part, stripped cocoa and chemical stabilizers. Enough to start clogging your arteries if you eat them too much.
Why is it so slow? Ah.
Loves a side order of chemicals. The salads are dusted with propylene glycol to keep them crisp and fresh. This is also used in their sauces, glazes, and hotcakes. Propylene glycol is a less toxic version of ethylene glycol, which is found in antifreeze. Sound appetizing? A common additive used in their food is calcium silicate, which is a white powder primarily used to prevent cement and roof tiles from caking. And what about the chicken nuggets? Less than half of a chicken nugget was actually chicken, and the rest was a combination of preservatives like TBHQ.
I quit eating.
TBHQ has been proven to be unsafe for consumption, with side effects like loss of vision and liver failure. So try not to eat too many of them. With the use of many chemicals, your meal is likely to look the same for years to come. Mold cannot grow. So when the chicken nuggets, burgers, or fries,
I had these burgers for like 60 years.
These same chemicals are selling human body parts illegally. And what was inside the business, it may shock you. 7 Action News investigator Jim Kirchner is live with the very latest tonight. And Jim, is this part of that investigation? Is that winding down at all yet?
It is indeed, Jeff. Take a live look behind me. This is what's left of the FBI evidence recovery team inside this car. And take a look at this vehicle. We believe this is the owner of the business just returning to take back possession of his business. More on that in a second. But take a look. Another busy day out here on Detroit's east side, just down the road from City Airport. Sources say they have removed several boxes of what is believed to be human remains. Sources say many, many people. This was a big operation. And get this, inside this business, a saw used to cut up bodies, it is believed, all taken away as evidence to the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office where it will be tested. This business is known as International Biological and advertised as a medical educational service provider. The owner is Art Rathburn. He has a mortician license, has had in Michigan since 1982, but the big question is, did he get human bodies illegally? And was he selling them illegally? Just moments ago, the owner, we believe, showed up. I tried to ask him some questions. Mr. Rathburn, will you talk with us? What do you have to hide?
On that, the FBI
It's been revealed that all of the Chains fries are sprayed with an incredibly toxic pesticide that's so harmful that the fries cannot be safely consumed until 6 weeks post-spray. This investigation dug deeper and revealed this fact after the French fries sold by McDonald's were found to contain substances that can cause cancer and even brain damage, in a discovery that came to light just recently. McDonald's only uses a very specific kind of potato in order to make their fries. This potato is known as
Those are my favorite too.
And they have a very thin, uniquely long shape that's responsible for creating the appearance of McDonald's fries we recognize. They're quite difficult to grow, which is exactly why these pesticides have to be used in the first place. A kind of pesticide that's almost ridiculously toxic, which is also known by its other name, methimidofos, comes with its share of shocking side effects. There have also been many cases of poisoning as a result of monitor exposure. The symptoms of poisoning from this pesticide are pretty nasty. I guess that gives you one more reason not to eat food from McDonald's.
It makes you look at food really differently.
How human beings. I want to introduce you to our nutrient vat. Hello, nutrient vat, Greg Wallace, telepresenter, and your job is? Well, what its job is, it processes thin slices of tissue in a nutrient-rich mix, which you see here, and then cells start to grow. So over a 24-hour period, these will slowly fuse together into one great big, what we call a cage. So you're telling me that that is human flesh? Exactly. But why human meat? Why not animal meat? That's a very good question. We've got centuries of knowledge of human medicine at our side. We know more about humans than we do about animals. So we've mastered engineering human cells to make these structured flavors and sinews that we expect from the flavors of steaks we eat. This must be a relatively
Your lab-grown meat.
But I mean, under EU law, we couldn't possibly operate machines like this due to legislation. But thankfully, now we're out. We can harvest people, and we can pay them for their flesh. So what happens to this now? Right, well, this will either be cut into steaks, or it'll go off and be processed for sausages, burgers.
So like her grave's empty, I wonder? Like, you know, a lot of graves just empty?
Yeah, they've been discovering more and more.
Funeral business that's making money, you know, selling empty caskets. Ah. Oh my gosh.
And all these missing kids.
And other discrepancies were found in most, if not all, of the burgers that they tested. Tested 258 samples from 79 brands and 22 retailers, from retailers and fast food chains in Northern California. But of course, these are food chains all around the world. It's not just California, but this is where they took samples from. They use something called NGS, which is next generation genomic sequencing. Other tests, and they also screen for authenticity, minor substitution, contamination, gluten, fungi, toxic plants, and other allergens. Out of all of those 258 samples, Clear Lab says human DNA was found in one vegetarian burger, other burgers, and rat DNA was found in most of the fast food burgers, and even a vegetarian had ground human meat or something of the sort. Makes you wonder about that KFC advert. I am telling you, do not eat fat.
Have you seen that KFC?
No, I haven't.
Ad?
Uh-uh.
No. Okay. Oh, dang. Come on.
I'm on live.
What is that?
Okay, what is it?
Oh, your phone?
Yeah, it was sis.
Hold on, Brittany.
Conspiracy theories and stuff. Get on there.
I'll mute you for a second.
Get over that
She needs a link.
application. Lord God, get to it.
You have to share her the link.
Okay. All right, Tim. Love you. Love you, bye.
When my cup's already
We in there?
I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence.
This was in September of last year.
But I can't beat off
Oh my gosh.
less when my cup's already over. I don't
That's so horrible. But you know,
I think
it's
somebody was just asking about Soylent Green, and yes, the movie Soylent Green, Okay. Now, let me get my screen fixed. Window, come on. See, why does it jump off the screen? Knowing that I'm going to have to go back in here and click add to stage. Why doesn't it just stay on the screen instead of jumping windows? I never understand it. Okay. There's got to be an easier way.
Was used
Starting in on the water now.
For the gulags and the Nazi concentration camps to make.
Can you hear it, Brandy?
In the gulags and concentration camps docile and model.
Are we on?
Yeah.
And it has an instant impact on your brain. Chloride, is something that was called chlor gas in a gas format, and Adolf Hitler used this to murder all these Jewish people. That's what's in your drinking water. When you get out of the shower and you are dizzy and nauseous, you think, oh, I showered too hot. No, you didn't. The shower head cuts open the water molecules, and the chlorine turns into gas. It fills your shower and turns it into a gas chamber.
How many people have got city water?
Chlorine gas chamber.
Have a look at this, guys. These fish are trying to literally beach themselves. There's a bunch of dead fish all around this river in the United States, and it's very interesting. This guy right here caught this.
I don't know what this is in the middle of the screen.
Sort of chemical.
What is it?
Into the rivers.
Wait a minute.
I'm laying sideways and like it's
I see
sideways.
why. Okay. I messed up. All right. I got it. Here we go.
Literally beach themselves.
Look at all these dead
There's
fish.
A bunch of dead fish all around this river in the United States, and it's very interesting. This guy right here caught this.
Look at that helicopter spraying the water.
Sort of chemical into the rivers, and this is
And
what's
think
happening.
about all the helicopters we've been seeing
This
lately.
is literally what's happening
Yes.
in the
Like, is that?
US right now.
Are they doing that
Turtles
here?
are found being disintegrated, dead. Bunch of dead fish in the rivers. Have a
We
look
think
at
that a
this.
lot of helicopters have been coming in and like destroying evidence, carrying evidence and stuff out too for a lot of stuff. But I think they're up to more than just that. There's too many of them for it to be a local thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The U.S. has got approval. The U.S. Army has got approval with the EPA to spray dicot in the water to control weeds, guys. This shit is crazy. We need to wake up right now. We need to wake up right now because these are crimes against humanity and crimes against nature. They are trying to poison us. Peace and love.
Putin is saying that he has evidence that we in America are being secretly fed each other. If you're a conspiracy head, you've probably known this for a while, and you're probably familiar with the movie Soylent Green, which came out in the year 1973. It's based in the year 2022, and it has this exact thing going on. A lot of us have seen these ads where Chick-fil-A says our secret ingredient is you. McDonald's and all the different fast food chains are known to say this line.
The masses have a hard time believing anything. Well, we've done a great brainwashing job on them over the centuries, and especially the last few hundred years. We've just brainwashed them completely. They believe anything we tell them. And,
Yeah.
And I mean, we have a lot of around Passover where we steal the children. And, I know you know because I've heard it on your show before. I mean, we steal 100 to 300,000 children a year just here in this country. And we drain the blood and we mix it with the Passover bread. And then we throw the bodies into the slaughterhouses that we own. And we grind up all the bodies and the sausage and the hamburger. McDonald's is one of our favorite outlets. And the people, they eat it for breakfast, they eat their children for lunch. And, we gotta do what we do.
Has anyone else realized that this is literally part of the given you in the siege and in the distress with which your enemies shall distress you? So when lives in extreme disobedience like how the U.S. is right now and these last 50 years, God is a just judge. He has to give legal rights where they're owed. So we've been given over to the enemy spiritually. So this is part of the warning that we are getting. And the reason I've been bringing things like this up a lot recently is because I have found that people find God when God shakes worldly systems, when people realize that they can't depend on any man-made system or any man. They come right out, just like it says in Revelation, take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. For it is shameful even to speak of the things that they do in secret. But when anything is exposed by the light, it becomes visible. For anything that becomes visible is light. Therefore it says, awake, O sleeper, and arise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you. It is time to wake up and find Jesus. He is the only thing that will save us from this mess.
Remember what I was
He loves
saying?
you. Do not be afraid of the things in the world if you are a follower of Christ.
Yeah.
If you do not yet know him, I would highly suggest
The other day about
to know
eating
him.
flesh
Otherwise,
making you dead in
you might
spirit.
want to be afraid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was interesting that she found that. What's happening now? Oh, it's doing the thing again.
Acting up.
I wonder.
What?
If it would help me to get better internet. Ugh. Jesus. Okay.
If it's cloudy back
okay,
home, you can't. If it's cloudy, you don't have service.
Right.
Agents who.
I'm at the state. What's going on?
Oh.
Pause. Oh my God, it's making me mad. Losing patience.
And still
Randy.
had
Okay.
classified information. So they utilized different types of drugs and pain and hypnosis and electric shock to try and get the guys to forget. Then they also did experimentations to using different chemicals to see if you can induce a person to commit a crime or induce him to do that or to do this. Of course, the CIA claimed that it didn't carry it through. The documentation we got was actually that they did that. Then we came across the overall project called MK Ultra. Its earlier code name was Artichoke, and that included 149 sub-projects. And those sub-projects range from what I just described to open-air testing in the United States, experimentation on prisoners, experimentation on soldiers, experimentation on college students.
Would these people know they were being experimented on and gave their approval?
No.
They do a lot of things that, that we don't really realize. We've talked a lot about the water and stuff, and all the people that's got sick from it, it's got my mind thinking about it, because like I said, there was a house of 4 of us and 3 out of 4 of us had cancer, out of our house. And we, lived right next to the mines and the sludge and all that fun stuff. So, it's untold what's in anything.
We have people in the United States of America that breed children in order to sell them. And when they are sold, they come without birth certificates, which means it's easier to kill them and have no one ask where they are. We're also importing children by the plane load. Again, children who have no documentation. It's not just child slavery or child sex abuse, it's also child torture, because you have adrenalized blood. You have the whole blood drinking ceremony of the satanic world. It's also the use of children for harvesting body organs. We'll have the Falun Gong testimony tomorrow. One of the reasons that the Falun Gong are so popular is because they're so healthy, so that you can harvest their body organs and get the very best. And then you have ritual ceremonies and ritual murder, as well as incidental murder. But I know the system. I've been a spy all over the world. I have created the Marine Corps Intelligence Command. I have trained intelligence and law enforcement representatives, over 8,000 of them from across 66 countries. They're all, without exception, good people trapped in a bad system. Now that we've had Pizzagate, for example, which opened people's mind, is we could achieve an open.
Yeah, I think Pizzagate was one of the first conspiracy theories I believe I ever looked into, you know. And that one was traumatized.
Stuff I sent you the other day.
What is it?
Frazzle drip. What Hillary Clinton did?
Yes. You sent.
Well, we're going to add that to a show. Probably next week's show. I think, like, since we introduced the adrenochrome and stuff here, we will start covering that and what all else. Close that.
Yeah.
You ever been told it was dangerous to drink distilled water? And then have a good cancer doctor turn around and tell you, no, if you're going to get better, you've got to drink distilled water.
Yeah.
This is why. As long as you're getting good nutrition elsewhere and taking in other things like juices and things, you don't have to worry about not getting the minerals from it. You don't need your minerals from your water. You get your minerals from your food.
Yeah.
What fluoride does.
Pink
That's
stuff.
spilled a 500, like one of the big old drums of fluoride once, and it ate through the concrete.
Oh, yeah.
Ate through the freaking concrete.
It's some rough stuff. And we swished it around in our mouth.
We're about to lighten up and have a little bit of. She's asking about Pizzagate. You want to give her a rundown real quick while I get this going?
Pizzagate. Well, basically, wasn't that like all the political?
Pizza is a code word for a little girl. There's hot dogs are little boys. Pizzas are little girls. It was the big scandal with
the politicians.
Our politicians and stuff with their worldwide pedophilia ring.
And there was a pizza shop in Washington that was like an underground, supposed, for the politicians, for them to do rituals, do things, abuse kids, whatever. And they ordered like food, but yeah, it was called Pizzagate.
I'll show you here in just a minute, Miss Donna. I've got a couple of videos to cover that to kind of help demonstrate, what the differences are and like why it's important to pay closer attention to your bottles and things, because even your bottled water is not
special
healthy.
method, and it designed her face.
Look at this.
I showed the ice result to the water,
this is
and it designed a negative of her
Look at this
face.
ice.
I briefly placed my thumb in the water and then froze it, and water designed a thumb
Your
with
thumb?
a chip in the nail. I chipped my nail in exactly the same place 3 hours later. Here I used a conceptual word of ego. It's a word I have no visual for, which removes any mental projection, and water designed a person with big shoulders, a small face, and a giant balloon head. I used the word milk as an influence and water designed a breast. I wasn't thinking of human milk, so this was a surprise. You notice that the ice designs are not photocopies of the influence, but more of an interpretation. And to me, this is clear display of some kind of awareness. I honestly don't think we know what water really is yet.
You see that? Now tell me that's not neat.
Yeah.
You hear people say all the time, like, water holds memory.
Yeah.
But, like, it really does. You know, it's.
I would say some of the purest water, though, runs out of the back of them hills, you know, at home.
It comes right up out of the ground. Yep.
Right out of the mountain. And it is.
Is in your spring water. That's the best place you can get it. Okay, bet. All right, prepare to get disturbed.
Okay, you started to freeze up a little bit.
Before we come back.
Disturbed. We're going to Disturbed again.
The good stuff. I had to throw something a little bit lighter in there.
Okay.
Oh, my Lord. Why is it not cooperating? Here it goes. She said several months ago her tap water looked like milk.
Oh,
I've
gosh.
seen that before, too. Do you have county or city water?
Mine does that on hot.
Okay.
If you got it on hot water,
Can you
it's
see
real
it, Brandy?
milky looking. What is it?
When you know the end is near. Check out this death chamber, this washing machine. They call it aquamation, where they liquefy the dead and then dump the remains down the drain to be recycled into the municipal water supply. And so people are drinking it.
Right back into your city water.
Showering in it. They're doing their laundry in it. And this is happening in most states.
So not only are we eating the dead, we're bathing in them.
They're recycling.
Oh my gosh.
And feeding it to the liquid.
We're watering our
They're
gardens,
grinding up the bones
fucking
into powder.
feeding it
They
to our
call this
kids,
calcium phosphate.
bathing our kids in it.
Calcium phosphate bones.
Undoubtedly. In your items.
Mm-hmm.
And so what are the implications when
Oh my God.
start eating dead people, like cannibalism? Is there going to be kuru running around out there? Mad cow disease?
Hmm.
What about in a spiritual sense? What is that like when you're eating and drinking dead people? You're spraying
You
this
are
on the
what
food
you eat.
supply. Irrigation. They're using dead people as compost, and people are drinking it. So what does that mean? What does that feel like? Ladies and gentlemen, obviously this is another satanic ritual that's being performed. And essentially people are being raped by this death juice as they're forced to drink it. Talk about drinking the Kool-Aid. Now they're drinking dead people in the major cities. That's why they're all crazy in these big cities. They're drinking dead people, and they don't even know it, for the most part.
Not just your
And they
food and
keep
water
finding
either.
human DNA in the food supply. What do you think that's all about? It's probably not just aquamation, but they're probably grinding babies and who knows what else in these meat processing plants so that people will eat human flesh without even knowing it. That's how these cult members
And make us a living sacrifice.
quite literally. So aquamation has been around for about 10
Is
years.
everybody that uses their free will
And
to
it's
eat these
spread
things
to
and
nearly
consume
every
these
state
things, even if you
and
don't
every
know what's in
major
it,
city because they're
you're
running out
still
of space,
choosing
they
to
say.
take it into your body.
In the cemetery,
Yeah.
they just can't build a new one outside of town.
And they're destroying the earth so we can't grow our own stuff. They're destroying the water so
And
we
they're talking
can't,
about,
you
you know,
know.
said there's no room for cemeteries, but then we've got all these cemeteries, like you were saying, that's turning up empty with empty graves.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with not having room to bury people.
Yeah.
But this is some scary technology.
the funeral, if that's going on, then you know the funeral home, they're making a killing on this. You know what I mean? They're selling the family all these,
because
things,
they're selling the family the plots and the funeral
caskets,
and then turning around and selling the body to the fucking industrial complexes.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's not just food either.
Your kids use one of these toothpastes because Colgate Palmolive is facing multiple lawsuits right now. So if you use Colgate, Tom's of Maine, or Hello Kids, here's what you need to know. First, there's a major class action claiming that certain children's toothpastes contain unsafe levels of lead and arsenic. The lawsuit says that these products were marked safe for
I don't know why it's glitching
but
around
the
like that.
packaging did not warn parents
I didn't
about
look
the
like
potential
that
contamination.
on the phone.
There's also another
Weird.
lawsuit saying that Colgate misled their customers by advertising their toothpaste tubes as recyclable. According
Oh my
to
gosh, the
complaint,
kids used to
most
eat the
recycled
toothpaste. You'd get the, you know?
cannot actually process most tubes, meaning the claim might be deceptive. On top of that, Colgate is being sued over allegedly deceptive marketing towards kids. Things like cotton candy flavors, colorful packaging, and characters encouraging kids to use more toothpaste than they should, which can increase fluoride exposure. So yeah,
Not only
Colgate is currently
fluoride,
a bunch
they've
of
been
legal
finding
battles going on.
heavy metals in the
This
toothpaste
is
and
not
stuff
quite
too.
open yet. I saw this is coming soon in my Settlemate app, so I'm setting it open because I use Colgate. My kids use the Hello Kitty. That's like kind of terrifying.
We need to be
make sure you
detoxing
like,
heavy metals and toxins from our bodies daily. I take a binder that pulls.
Was there two?
It's in plain sight, folks. Look at what they're doing.
It's not just poisons though either.
The frequency is 8G towers.
Oh.
Okay? This
Look what's on our water towers now.
that they're playing. It's a frequency war. It's the silent war against you. It's hidden in plain sight. Okay, this is the water that we use. This is the water that most people drink.
Now you think that frequency or sound waves can affect your water, what's on the inside of that tank, and that it can't make you sick?
A lot of radiation.
Wake up.
Stop sharing.
Donna, I think a lot of people in the area had the H. pylori.
How
Your
much
grandbaby
metal
had it.
you have in your body will affect you when this thing happens. It has to do with
She said
frequency.
something about iodine. There's a section in here about salt too, and then I've got something to add about the iodine. So remind me.
Okay, so that I stay safe and
That's
I
a good
can come
tip,
back.
but you got to be careful.
But and it could happen tomorrow. It could happen, but they're going to say it's something else. You're going to have to do your own thinking about this. I don't want to get in trouble, but just stick a piece of foil in a microwave and picture that in your body.
Brain fog, anxiety spikes, sleep disappears. You feel off for no reason.
And now you know the devil's plan. Bottom line is you got to get this out of your body.
Exhausted.
Let's mess the devil up. Let's really mess him up.
It just is. There's so many things.
Okay. Yep. She said lead paint was banned because it lessened the radiation in your house. Exactly. Lead paint is not as dangerous as they
But you
want us
had-
to think it is.
Ty had to update me
in order to let
because
the
I've
radiation
always
come.
heard it was poisonous.
You can,
I've always-
also buy copper paint too. And that works to help to shield. If you paint your roof with copper or lead, it's like a Faraday cage for your house. It protects you from these 5G waves and these radiation waves and microwaves that are cooking us.
Crazy and scary.
Okay, here we go. We're the salt. Well, we'll get to the salt in a second. Go ahead and start with the
Yeah. And distilled water. I distilled last night. This is the electroregulation. You see the bubbling start straight away. This is breaking the electrical bonds between the substances in the water. So we're revealing them. Tell us more about the water.
See them getting cloudier?
We've done a pH test and a ppm test on all waters. So we've got pH. The tap water 7.4, smart water 7.2, the Ivers 7.4.
That one looks almost green.
Yeah.
ppm parts per million.
Look how clear the distilled one is on the end.
225, Evian 265, and the distilled water 002. It's usually 000, but it picks up outside as soon as it comes into the jug and it absorbs it. So as you can see, the smart water's getting really dark. The tap water's also getting very
That's so crazy.
Smart water to make you stupid.
As we can see all the sediments in the water that are being revealed.
Put you to sleep.
This is what fills up our bodies.
Cook your body.
All in our tissue, in between our joints, causes arthritis later on in life and all different problems.
Arthritis symptoms.
These diseases. To hydrate ourselves, we want to be drinking water that can go into the cells. These waters, they can't hydrate us properly because the molecules are all clumped together. And hydration is one of the #1 causes of conditions and diseases. Right, so it's getting hot now. And turn the machine off. Let that one go on for a little bit longer. And as we can see, colours have been revealed. We've got black for smart water, which is basically pure heavy metals, zinc, lead, copper.
Zinc, lead, and copper.
Manganese.
They put manganese in the water at the water plant.
Yeah.
Tap water is slightly blue and green. So we've got bacteria, viruses, carcinogens.
Bacteria and viruses in the tap water that's supposed to be cleaned from chlorine.
Pesticides. And as well as arsenic, mercury, lead, copper, and sulfur. So all them poisons, this is what we feed our families, our kids, our babies, you know, mixing it in with everything.
Plus your bottles are full of the BPAs that leach into your drink,
plastics.
into your water, soda, whatever it may be.
Got bacteria, pathogenic bacteria in the water. Let's turn this one
The
off now.
Evian's got pathogenic bacteria in it. And look how clear the distilled is.
Is slightly yellow. And organic minerals
Hello?
in there. Organics, possible fluoride, compound,
Yeah.
and some
I don't think so.
chemicals, arsenic, mercury,
copper, sodium, and as you water, having no million in there, it's totally clear. And really, this is the proof point to get on the distilled water. Hydrate yourself, cleanse yourself, and treat your body and families well. Gratitude. Thanks to Matthew on the camera, and I'm Darren Brock.
All right, here we go, Miss Donna. Your purified drinking water.
Chloride.
Didn't we just hear about calcium?
Now, if you look down at the bottom right, it says like de-icer for your car and something else. This ain't for drinking.
Is that what they just said they made out of bones and melted bodies?
Drinking water. Hey,
Brandy.
I thought so.
Well, it's made by Pfizer.
We're out of here.
They also make the fake rennet enzymes that's in cheese now. Cheese isn't real either.
Yeah.
It's also made by Pfizer.
That there is a depopulation agenda between now and the year 2050.
This guy's brilliant.
A massive amount of people around the entire globe sick. If you're going to do that, and at the same time you're going to lock them down, whether they have control of going into your home while you're locked down in water. You can actually see for our water treatment that we drink and we shower in their proprietary blends, they include a protein called glucagon. That is a snake venom component that elicits blood clot. You need to go.
What else elicits what? Blood clots.
You need to look at the water.
Vaccines.
There is no part of it that even questions whether or not they're poisoning us.
Pfizer.
If you want to make sure your family's going to stay healthy, you got to make sure that
it's made from snake venom. It said.
The food you eat is clean.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, with polluted dirt, polluted ground, polluted water. You know, even our food that we're going to try to grow on our own. You know, you got to be careful.
Salt, because I gotta open it. Yeah, the rainwater is definitely not safe because of what they're spraying in the skies.
Well, we're not even supposed to collect it in Kentucky anyway, aren't we? If there's some kind of law or rule or something, we can't collect rainwater.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
I think so. We'll have to look that one up. But I think there is. There's something.
Right, let's watch about this salt.
Understand that good salts actually help you stay hydrated, less stressed, and even help you sleep better. But here's the problem. They've been recently tested by 2 different sources along with over 20 of the most popular salts and were found to have extremely high levels of heavy metals like lead, cadmium, and aluminum. Health experts, informed doctors, and many others, myself included, have been recommending these salts to others, but with this new information, I'd encourage you to seek out other brands that tested safe, such as Malden Sea Salt Flakes, Saltec Flaky Sea Salt, or Wellesley Farms Mediterranean Sea Salt. And while swapping out these salts is simple, heavy metals from years of consuming them can take over 20 years to leave your body naturally.
Your spice rack.
You use this salt or this salt. I'm sorry for bringing.
So, oh, here we go. I need to get over here. Present, share screen, window, Canva, share. Or not. There it is. Okay. It's better work. Kill me. Here, press play.
Talking about government hiding things, this one's creepy. There's this thing called Operation Often. It was within MK Ultra. It was hidden from the majority of government until 1975 to 77. The FBI director basically destroyed all evidence of MK Ultra. In December of 2024, they just released 1,200 documents. It gave more light to this thing called Operation Often. Operation Often was a joint U.S. Army and CIA project launched in the late 1960s. They went full in on hiring Satanists, witches, to study and see if they could weaponize the paranormal. This is not made up. These documents came out saying that they were doing this. There are even reports that this program had files on spiritual possessions, poltergeist activity, and demonic entities. Bro, this is the U.S. government saying, like, let's research this and see if we can weaponize it. This was at the height of the Cold War. They're just trying to figure out anything to weaponize.
They're looking at spirituality as like a science to be harnessed. Because they know it's real. People think black magic, witchcraft, all this stuff is baloney. But I'm like, if the government, they've been looking, now they're like, now we're going to conduct a study.
It just makes it that much creepier because the supernatural world is real. Demons are real. Our government was actively inviting that stuff in. It's just dark, you know? That's why we need Jesus.
Are the foods modified? Tomato, potato, asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower, almost all the basics are purposely. And as you know, they have a terminator seed now too.
Yes.
Because the farmers can't plant seeds, you can't plant seeds now unless you buy it from the government. They come up one season and they're gone. They're already modified. Watermelons now, you would seedless watermelon. I wouldn't even touch a watermelon with no seeds. But if you breathe, what are you going to breathe? You can't call it air anymore. We breathe something that is overtaxing our body with toxins that we're trying to get through the day on. We have chemical sprays being sprayed over 245 major cities in the United States, and all over our planet now is an electronic metal smog. And I can tell you why that's done too. We have these wind towers that they have erected, which are also perpetrating that continuing thing. We have HAARP programs, High Frequency Active Aurora Research Project. We have ELATA over in Russia, electrified atmospheric discharge. We have ISACAT, European scatter radar manipulation. All these things are broadcasting billions, I didn't say millions, combined billions of watts of amperage of ionic electrified air particles into the air. We are breathing now titanium, aluminum, barium, non-human T cells, all kind of other things that's being sprayed from ships that aren't supposed to be there. So you have metal particulation in your system. You have electrified air, which is poisonous in your system. And then whatever else of these smokestacks and the exhaust from cars are there too. Unless you can clean that out, your body's not only going to age very quickly, the cells are going to deteriorate, and you're not going to function on your heights you should be. That's why most people are wandering around I call them comatose, dumbed down, brainwashed, vaccinated, inoculated, and encrypted. Any two of which make you unusable to a society that's trying to develop.
Heard those names before. But encrypted is
chip. You go to the wrong, shouldn't say this on TV. Let's put it away. Wrong lab that's making the prosthetic device for the beef from your teeth or leg. They probably put a chip in it. Unless you're very careful. The food you eat is probably encrypted. If you have any vaccinated, you are encrypted. If you're in armed services, you're encrypted. They're trying to control a whole populace, and this is the best way to do it. Anytime anybody invades underneath your skin, 9 times out of 10 now you're encrypted. If you're not encrypted, you're probably mind controlled. Just now, Doctor, I sound like I am psychotic. I'm not. And I'll never say I'm crazy. I'm neurotic. My neurosis grows with the psychotic behavior of people and the apathy of people, the ennui of people who don't seem to understand what's going on. That's frightening. Because we're a planet trying to come under control. We're a populace, black and white, brown and yellow, that is under mind control, dying right off the bat, being experimented with, and we still don't get it. Those who have been dumbed down, comatose, brainwashed, inoculated, vaccinated, encrypted, any two of which takes them out of a usable society at this time, can't understand that. So they will fight the masters' wars. They will fight the globalist wars. They will take the globalist shots. They will let the globalists in the state raise their... But the point is, again, the globalists are on their way out. That's why they're acting so crazy. But you watch my words. Their time is short. Consciousness is long.
Okay.
Makes you worry. What are we gonna do? You know.
It's glitched out.
Oh no. Did it finally just say, oh no?
My whole screen has got something weird on it. Okay. What? I don't know. I might figure out one of these days what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Let's get this on the screen. Add to stage. Close. All right. This is what frequencies do, guys. Remember the frequencies on the towers and the water tanks and all the things. Where am I? Hold on. Slow. It's slow. It's freaking slow. I saw that too, Donna, about if you pour soda on a piece of pork, you can see the worms come out of it.
No way.
The parasites.
No, don't tell me that.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yeah, we ain't even
guys.
on the parasites yet. It's coming. So, okay. I think it's true. It looked pretty damn real.
Then in 1942, it all disappeared. The Rife machine, Violet Ray, even biofield devices, these were based on resonance and vibration, and people were getting better. The truth is, there's no profit in things that don't require ongoing
No, they removed the frequency even.
Thankfully, frequency medicine and holistic medicine are making a comeback. Follow to learn more.
All right, hang on a second. Let me see. We're still on screen. How neat that is.
Huh?
See how it arranges itself because of the sound?
Yeah.
The frequency?
Makes it.
low frequencies and certain kinds of microwaves into our water, and we drink it. This is what's happening in our body, except it's causing chaos instead of order and conformity, or however how would you say that?
What was it, Ty?
I said, so the frequencies that they play, that they're putting on our towers and stuff, on our water towers, you can imagine what it's doing to our bodies.
Well, wouldn't it change the molecules of the water after a while? Or, I mean, I ain't no scientist, but I
It
mean,
changes
maybe.
everything inside you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so look at this 5G tower. And yes, you can buy EMF detectors online. Let's see if we can start this over.
Do you know anybody that lives beside one of these towers?
Where's your 5G? Radiation. Electromagnetic frequencies that it's emitting. Sleep cycle disruption, hormonal disruption, immune system suppression, skin, eye, and sweat duct absorption, children's developing brains at higher risk, thinner skulls, rapidly developing nervous systems, and longer lifetime exposure window raise concern among critics.
Gosh.
But the power
Ain't the 5G towers in Whitesburg right across from the middle school?
Hold on. Yep.
That's
they want
what
to
I
start
thought.
it on them as young as possible.
It's right there by the housing authority and the school.
But now look at this. This is the healing power of sound, the frequencies. Watch. That sweet baby.
It is playing.
Can you imagine having that with a colicky baby?
Is it? I can't see.
Is it not playing?
It's not playing.
Hold on. Well, when it starts over. There we go. It's okay. That's nice. Remember how Google Kids made them react the other day?
Yes.
The frequency that emits?
Yeah.
And how it makes them scream and run, and like we're a Tibetan singing bowl, like at the difference.
Right.
The damage that this shit is doing to us. I mean, there's no way we can know how bad the damage really is.
Right, exactly. Well, they're not going to ever tell us. They're never going to be honest with us. They're
Gusto
never
sent
going
me
to straight tell us things. He sent what?
Nope. Okay, here's the website. I'm going to put it so that you can go in and look. I'm going to put it in the chat here. Here's the website for, you can go in and look at what foods have the bioengineered. This is the list in the U.S. I don't know if y'all will have one over there in Australia or not, but there's the list for the U.S. All right, I want to show y'all this video that Dusto just sent me. That's what goes back out into the river after it's been processed and cleaned with chemicals and stuff in it. Now this is his tanks. Why'd it stop? Well, did it only show me part of it? I don't get it.
Right here.
Eh. That's water, Ty.
When he flushes clean water into it
Yeah.
through that trough so that it can bring the water and do the backwashing. The
Yeah.
water plant. Hopefully I will be able to cover more about that and what all they're putting in it. I want to go take a deep dive into each one of the chemicals, and one of these days I want to get pictures of the warning labels that's all over the place there and the precautions that he has to take. He has to wear a gas mask to use some of these chemicals. He
Yeah.
has to wear a gas mask to use some of the chemicals that you bathe in every day,
Yeah.
that you eat every day, that you cook with every day, that you feed your families every day. And it's by law. If he doesn't follow those laws and put those chemicals in there, he will go to jail. Which is
He has
even
to
more.
take classes. He
Which is
has to
even
take
more
classes and
fun.
everything.
Yeah, he has. It goes by like a licensing level, and so you have to go in and test. Like I think you can only test like once a year. You only get so many opportunities to try before you'll have to take the retraining. You have to do like an apprenticeship. You have to be really smart to do his job, but the laws and the restrictions about it are so strict.
Yeah.
So strict. And you think at first glance, well, that's because he's working with public water. It has to be safe, right?
Yeah.
It's because it's not safe.
No, I'd say not.
Why he has to be trained so heavily, because it's not safe.
That's so scary.
So that's all we got.
Hey, y'all think, everybody? I know a lot of it, me and Ty, we talk about a lot of stuff, and watch videos, and she sends me some, I send her some. I mean, some of this stuff at first you think.
I dig into the documents and stuff on these things too. Like before I put them and compile the videos explaining them, I do the deeper dive and do the actual research and find out if it's really real. Is it really true or not? You know what I mean? So,
that's what I was going to say.
Like,
I was going to say you put
fear-mongering. It's not like just random like theories. These are facts. This is what they are doing.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say is that you have, showed me all kinds of things and different, things I would have never ever found on my own, or I would have never knew anything about, or what I'm saying, and it's crazy because you think, wow, there's no way, and then you really start digging and you start reading these reports and.
I know it does. I know I sound batshit crazy to most people, but whenever you really do the research,
you do it. It's true.
Find out that it's really real.
They're poisoning us. Yeah. I mean, fertility. We was talking about fertility rates being down, and how some foods. If they're putting
is a natural is a birth control. Soy is birth control. But you know what? What I really think the reason that birth rate is down is because they overturned Roe versus Wade. And they said, well, if you don't want to be pregnant, close your legs. They said, bet. Bet. Why do we want to breed more children into this hot mess of a fuckery that we've got going on here?
Yeah.
And give them over to the pedophiles. Like, no, a lot of women are just choosing to wait until we build a better world.
Yeah. Because, you know, it's
take our
scary.
autonomy, take away our rights to be able to make decisions for our own body and our own well-being. Okay.
I mean,
Now we have a male loneliness epidemic.
A what?
A male loneliness epidemic.
What's
Because
that?
the women are gaining boundaries. They're waking the fuck up to their power and realizing, like, wait a minute, we don't have to do this shit anymore. We don't have to live like this. We don't have to live under this patriarchy. Like, that's what patriarchy has gotten us.
My first marriage was so bad, it scarred me so bad. It was like, oh, heck no, I'm good. I mean, you know me, single. Good.
Yes, yes, Miss Donna, they definitely do cloud seeding, but at this point, it's not just cloud seeding and it's not just weather manipulation anymore. It started as that, you know, like a way to make it rain or a way to hold back storms. Now it's been weaponized fully.
Yeah.
Like all these storms and stuff, these unnatural storms that we're having that are wiping entire communities off the map. That's not natural. These hurricanes are not natural. These tornadoes are not natural.
Right.
Whatever the fuck come through here the other night that I posted on Facebook, that shit ain't natural. That's the weather manipulation. That's the cloud seeding. And it's full of the same heavy metals that's in our foods, the same toxins that's in our foods. And people are starting to report like bacteria and parasites and stuff like that in the fog now too.
Well, and they can also, I mean,
fog?
Not to be more scarier or whatever, but you know, they can release those nanobots.
Yeah,
those
that's in there
chips
too.
that
That's
are
up there
so
too.
tiny. You breathe them in,
Yeah.
and they can tell them your heart rate. I mean, it reports your body back.
Reports
You know,
your body functions, your mind, your thoughts,
Yeah.
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
And it's part of
It
that
allows them to
DARPA.
track it and read it. Just like looking at this, they can control you through from a computer program. I've got a whole show coming up about that too, about the nanotech.
Yeah,
and
it's
the
part of it.
It's not just V2K and EMFs. Like that's a big part of it, but that's
Yeah.
not the only way that they use it. There's actual computer programming that can go in that can trigger you to get horny, that can trigger you to go and do something impulsive, kill somebody. Have you seen like
Commit a
MK Ultra
crime.
hypnosis and stuff, like where the people that will hypnotize somebody, they get up and pull a gun like and shoot and then don't have any memory of it at all? Have you seen those videos? Like they can do that now from a computer screen.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder about these school shootings and like the Charlie Kirk thing and all these other things that
Things like that, yeah.
It don't make sense. Like why would this normal kid snap all of a sudden and then have no recollection of, you know, like nothing
What
leading up to
happened?
it and nothing after? That's how, because it's manipulative mind control. It's not just subliminal messages and stuff though, like it used to be. Now they have the actual technology inside of our bodies. They are trying to put together, once they launch 6G, we will become the internet of bodies. That means we
Yeah.
are the nodes in the system. They've already launched it in China.
You know, and the way their system is.
Look
they've
what
got
5G does. We're going to
Oh,
let it
yeah.
put 6G in for real. We're just going to sit here. Let this shit happen.
Yeah. We'll have to do a really good deep dive on the 5G. That way,
Yep,
you know,
I think so too. Melody
that would be
said,
good.
all actors, the world is a stage, and that is absolutely fact. Everything you see on TV is scripted. All the politics, all the fucking distractions, all the things. And here's something else that's coming. Project Bluebeam is already underway. So
Yeah.
there's going to be people seeing aliens, gods, Buddha, Krishna, all these things in their sky, like where they live. It's a hologram. Okay, they're going to be deploying. I've got more information on that stuff too. I've got video
Yeah.
of UFOs, like flying saucers is what they look
Yeah.
like. But they're on the beds of trucks being shipped in as they're preparing for Project Bluebeam to stage an alien invasion in order to make us come together and agree to a one world government
Yeah.
and one world religion, the new world order. Like it's here.
Crazy.
And the surveillance state, the reason that they're cutting down, like we have the Blade Runners over in the UK who are cutting down these 5G towers, they're cutting down the security cameras, the flock cameras, and all these things.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that are supposed to just be there to catch you for speeding and running red lights.
Yeah.
That is state surveillance. And here's something else that they just passed is any phone number or any phone company, every phone company in the US, if your phone call is longer than 10 minutes, the phone company will automatically record your call and store it for up to 30 days for the government to look at.
You're kidding. Holy moly. Well, me and you're in trouble then.
Digital ID. Where you can't buy, you can't sell, you can't participate in the matrix without this digital ID.
Yeah.
What's that sound like? Mark of the Beast.
Mark of the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all part of the 5G, the shit they're spraying in our skies, all these metals, the internet of bodies. They're trying to remove our humanity and the peace of God that resides in our soul. They're trying to cut us off from our connection with spirit. Or just kill us, either one, whichever happens faster. Whichever happens faster. Bill Gates is fucking horrible.
I know.
We need to do a whole episode.
Oh my God.
Oh, the government phones? Yeah, you're being watched. Everybody that's got a government phone's already being spied on. For sure. Why else would the government give you a free iPhone with free minutes every month and free internet? It ain't to help you. They don't do nothing to help us. Even their food stamps. That's not meant to help you. That's to keep you buying from the grocery stores and buying their poisons. So, if you're worried about losing your food stamps, I wouldn't. Not yet. Not until they push the digital ID.
Yeah.
That's when that's going to become a problem. Until then, they want you to eat as much of that junk as you can fit in your mouth. I got a letter from the food stamp office today, too. Let's open it.
Yeah.
They said it was time to come in and renew them. And if you're signed
So
up
are they- they're probably-
any kind of government programs whatsoever, then
That's what I was thinking. Are they probably
automatically
just
have, like, jurisdiction over you in other ways too that you're not even aware of.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's what I was wondering. Are they going to renew it? I wonder, like, you know how you see you had like 6-month review, or you know.
No, this is just like every 3 months. I think is
Every
what
3
they do.
months.
I've had to do it every.
Figured they do it more often.
All year long. I've had to go in at least every other to every third month.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of times I've had to go in twice, like back to back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Sometime that they cut your check off for a couple of days or didn't send your check and said that, oh, we didn't know where you were. What do you mean?
Didn't know where you was at. What do you mean? I'm right here. Nothing.
It's been in the same mailbox for 20 years. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's scroll back and go through the comments a little bit, and then if anybody, because I wasn't able to read or pay any attention to any of them. I think I missed a lot. All right. There's Steph. She stopped by to hit the like button and say hello.
Hi, Steph.
Why is it not moving? Okay. Let's see. Carter said that chicken looked nasty as fuck. Definitely did.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I had asked her about the prize for her lots, Teresa, and she said she's to call Monday to claim her prize, but she's got no clue what it is.
Oh, I hope it's something good.
Yes. The answer to this is yes. Yeah. I don't want to trigger the algorithm any more than necessary. I feel like we've covered a lot. We might get shadow banned anyway, but maybe not. So here somebody said fingernails have been found in McDonald's burgers too. Yep. Teeth. She said, I'm trying to eat a turkey burger, but I know exactly.
No,
what
I can't.
I can't do it.
Okay.
And then that rabbi also said, Melody pointed out, that they also supply the ground beef to most stores.
Hmm.
The ground beef that you buy in the store also comes from Rabbi Finkelstein's operation.
Right. You want me to get tattooed?
What is it?
Sarah wants to send you something that she wants you to read.
Okay.
Okay.
Messenger. Did she send it on Messenger?
She's sending on Messenger right now, and I'm gonna keep her on the phone. I told her I can't do it, so I can't.
There's the link if she wants to hop on too. Okay. All right, let's read this for Sarah then. Get back down.
Okay.
All right. How is a mother supposed to be excited for Christmas when the very ones who made her a mother are being kept just out of reach? They tell her it's the most wonderful time of year. They hang lights, play carols, sip cheer like it's easy, but no one tells her how quiet December is when her children's laughter isn't in the house. This is the second year in a row she's expected to smile through an empty space, shaped exactly like her baby's. Second year of waking up to mornings that should smell like cinnamon and chaos, but instead taste like grief she never earned. Grief her children never earned. A mother doesn't stop loving because papers were signed or because someone decided her presence was inconvenient. Love doesn't take holidays off. It doesn't understand court orders or bitterness. It just aches. She wraps gifts she may never see opened. She imagines hands she knows better than her own tearing paper, arguing over toys and asking for batteries. She wonders if they still remember how she used to make Christmas feel safe. So no, she isn't excited. She's surviving. She's holding on to hope with cracked fingers and praying that one day December won't hurt like this. And if Christmas is about love, then let it be known, no one loves harder than a mother missing her children. That was beautiful, Sarah.
Love you. It's okay. It's okay. It's hurting right now. It's okay. I know.
Thank you, Tom.
She said, thank you, Cash. She loves you. Bye.
I love you. You're welcome.
Love you. Bye.
Jody has started us a GoFundMe, I think.
I thought
Is that what that is?
I thought I seen that.
Okay, let me get over here and open Facebook in my computer and open this message from here. Oh, come on. It is. Copy link. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was the whole Facebook link.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes, I need to click it to get into it. I didn't share it right. Here we go. Copy link. Let's try it this way.
I'm afraid I'm going to hit a wrong button and do something. Now, wait a minute. Ty's my tech lady.
I don't know what I just did in the comments. I don't know. It just went nuts in the comments. So we'll have to add it later.
Okay.
Why did it do it like that? I don't understand what happened. Okay, it doesn't matter.
It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Let me see. I'll just make a new QR code. How about that? We'll try that.
I was right. My phone's trying to plug in. It was a dime.
Okay, there we go.
Let me see Curtis.
Thank you. We love you all. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all I got for this evening. That's it. I feel like that was really heavy. So
Yeah, but it's
do your homework on it.
educational.
Do your research, guys. Look into it. Please look into it. And please stop feeding your families this shit. There are better options. There are other options. I'm going to try to start sharing more farm to plate type content over on Instagram and detox protocols and all the things.
Right, detox like
we're not hopeless. We're not just cooked. Like there
No.
are things that we can do to combat it and to protect ourselves. So
We've been
that's
thinking
where we
about
go.
detox, like
from now.
detox teas, you know.
Yeah, I've ordered all the things, so we've got it all now.
Things like that to help.
and
So
by the time we get the website launched, the new website, the protocol tinctures, the detox tinctures and stuff will be ready to add to it. So we're going to try to make them real cheap or even like tradable. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Barter for it. Like, because we know everybody ain't got the money to buy stuff. So we'll figure it
let's
out.
be a community for real. You know, if you got something I need or whatever, we can always trade it. So
I'd like to do like an heirloom seed exchange too.
see, I thought that would be a good idea.
Things like that. Yeah, not just dried herbs and things, but maybe, I don't know. I need to figure out some kind of indoor grow kit. I don't know if I'm going to get like a tabletop one or what.
I've been thinking about starting sprouts of them ones of mine. That
the microgreens too. You can get the microgreens and they're packed with dense nutrients, more than a full grown like cabbage or something. If you get like the microgreens of the sprouts, then it's better for you. So, all right, guys. Thank you everybody for joining us. Merry Christmas and Merry Yule. Yes, happy solstice and all the things.
And thank you, Jody, so much.
Everybody
so sweet. And congratulations, Teresa. So I think everybody.
Congratulations. I remember in prison we had a door contest where like each person that worked there that had an office and had a door on it, we got to work on their doors and like decorate it up, and then the warden and the higher ups and admin come around and like judged, and whoever won like got some prizes. Like we got some lotions and candies and things like that for winning. So that was fun to do.
Cool. Yeah.
Congratulations on your whites. Let me know how the prize pool goes. I'm excited to see it.
What I got.
All right, guys. See everybody later. I'm gonna click us out, Brandy.
All righty, go ahead.
Blessed be everyone.